Good day. So I'm just proud to say that Esba, the Misumzi Corner, my platform on YouTube, Esba Ikula, I had the opportunity to uncokola no Mvaba Mchuba. It's a very nice conversation about growth yakhe. Nothing very formal. This is someone I've known throughout the childhood yakhe up to now. So I'm very proud of his depths as Tatileyo, okay? And I enjoyed the conversation. I hope everyone does too. So tune into my YouTube page and enjoy the conversation. Thanks a lot for your support. Gos.
So yeah, guys,
Got it.
we're back on the platform, Gengoku. Just want to welcome someone I've had the pleasure of seeing grow in front of my eyes. I've had a front row seat to the growth, maturity of this remarkable young lady. She's family to me, actually. I regard her as a younger sister, baby sister of mine. Miss Mvaba Mchuba. Before anything, Mvaba, just also like to say happy belated birthday to your wonderful dad. I wished him happy birthday yesterday, so I know that you didn't have the chance to see him on his birthday because you're still at school. But in any case,
Mm.
yeah, like I said, welcome to the Misumzi Circle, a small platform of mine where we showcase young Eastern Cape people who are constantly inspiring others. And I just want to grant them this platform. Hopefully, when it grows, people will look back at these moments and say, yeah, so I got upper land. So, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. And yourself, Putti?
No, I'm good. I'm good, man. I can't complain. It's been a while. Like I said, it's been a pleasure to
Mm-mm.
come far since you've become an adult. But yeah, man. So tell me, how have you been?
I can say that I have changed and my perspective on the world, or just like myself, has grown from, like you said, you've seen me grow from like primary school till now. So I can say that right now I'm feeling a little confused about my life, but I think that's just all a part of growing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you mentioned confusion. Now, it is a part of life, I guess, especially Ngoku, as you move through your youthful stages. But if I
Mm.
may just delve into Ngoku, who Mvaba is, so that some people may get to know you a little bit. Mvaba.
Oh, okay. Oh, let me first like greet your viewers. Hi, guys. Um, as Mvaba, I can say that I'm a bubbly and ambitious kind of person who just loves tackling new experiences, new goals. Even though they frighten me, I always want to do something that will just help me learn, help me grow, encourage me to be a better person of myself, if I can, like a better version of myself, let me say rather. Yeah,
So,
that's
what are you doing, Ngoku? For those who don't know.
uh I'm studying nursing. It's very interesting. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw Ukoko do it now.
Yeah.
And I guess I only saw it from her position as a matron in her ward. So I was like, oh my God, this seems cool and fun. But now I realize like, yo, it is a serious thing. And I'm like, I'm proud to be part of this serious thing. Yeah.
Nursing. So, having said that, ubone umamkwa eyenza over the years. I mean, she's retired ngoku, and she's
Mm-mm.
chilling ngoku. So, when how would you like to change the landscape in that field? Because I know ngoku school, like, it was a job for our parents to get by. And then Tina Ngoku, my generation saw it as a job where Tina we were being introduced to Ngoku to careers, like where people
Mm-mm.
stand on their own as in the latter stages of our youth. So for people like yourself, when everyone wants to be either. I'm not trying to generalize or group everyone or anything like that. I wouldn't, be as I wouldn't be naive enough to say that or do that. But a lot of your people obviously have got so much access to so much information. There's the internet to make money from. There's social media to make money from.
Mm-mm.
There's influencing. There's all kinds of things. So nursing is kind of, I would say, basic. It's still so special as a career, and it's such a unique perspective, Leonayo, when towards it. So tell me, Gemogwena, how is, like, besides it being interesting, how would you like to change the landscape, Gemogwena, and make it even more interesting for those who come after you?
In terms of making it interesting for those people that come after me, I'd say I'd want to improve the bond of the nurses with the students or with the community, so that when students come in, they can feel more welcomed in the wards and the clinics. Because at the current moment, or maybe it's just because I'm in a different area, it feels a bit isolating when the sisters and nurses just want to sit on their side, leaving the student nurses to get lost, or just they expect the students to know things that are above their level. And I don't find that comforting at all. So I would want us to bridge that gap between sisters, nurses, and the student nurses.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean,
like I would hope to, yeah.
So when you want to humanize the career instead of making it about numbers and patients, nurses getting the patients out of bed and making them better, you want to make it about the human element, bringing people together and making sure that the patient, the student, the actual experienced nurse, and everyone just comes together for the common goal.
Yes, that's what I really want.
It's quite interesting because a few months ago, and he wanted to quit law for nursing. And for anyone, that's quite strange because he's getting distinctions. And so my advice to him, because I'm pretty sure he was expecting me to change his mind, and I also said to him, listen, if you're going to do anything in life, make sure you're number one in that field. I'm not saying you know every single person who's in that field, so you're trying to beat them. But when if there's a version of you that's out there that's doubting yourself, beat that version. Be number one. Anything you're doing, Mvaba must try to simply shift the paradigm and make sure that she is absolutely doing something and you just change the landscape in anything you do. I don't care if you're inventing a new needle, but just make sure that you are making sure that your name is attached to greatness in the field so that you leave a mark, because many people leave so many opportunities to make marks elsewhere for things that other people perceive as small, but then the footprint you leave behind it's so large. So I'm proud of you for the words you've used to describe what you want from the actual career itself, But yeah, so I mean, it's so weird nursing, because a few years ago we were watching you on the very same internet launching a clothing brand, legitimately launching it. I mean, you were what then, 18, 19? And you were
I was 18.
exactly, you were legit launching. I mean, I launched a book last year and I'm what now? I'm more than a few kilograms above my target, and which is I lost so much weight last year. I was so much skinnier as a result of the stress I went through just to launch a children's book. And I was 35. But when you had 18, you made it happen. We watched it happening in living color. And it was these things happen. I mean, you see a lot of young people abroad, within our borders, doing great things I can't imagine myself doing, unless I'm at a level that I've never thought I can think at. And when it's always like endozimbi, you hear there was a break-in, and you say you never believe it till it happens to someone you know. And now it's so seldom that umdu ends in Ngulu, and then we say, wow, it's someone I know, and it's so massive. So it was strange because I'm thinking, what business does Mvaba have at her age, putting so much on herself? And then a year or two later, we're talking about nursing. You understand what I mean? With all due respect to nursing, take me through the entire journey. Because when I left, you were writing matric exams, and then suddenly, boom, you a clothing line.
I want to say that, like, I think during the COVID year, I realized that I have so many dreams that I want to fulfill. And most of the dreams are like my childhood dreams. Like, I wanted to be a rock star, I wanted to be a nurse, I wanted to be a model. And I was like, wait, I can actually do this. I can actually live my life and grow and leave a mark and do something that I want to have fun with. So after matric, Uteri, Dadam enrolled me into the fashion school. So I started learning how to sew. That's where I also like found my love for crocheting. And I still do it to this day. I'm just bettering my craft. And through that fashion school, I found out like about modeling opportunities and fashion shows, and I signed up for them. I did get 3 shows. One of them was formal, 2 of them was informal, but I still enjoyed myself. I enjoyed the experience, and it made me feel a bit better. Like, oh my God, that small kid from like grade 1, grade 2 is living her dream right now. And that just made me even more happy and more proud of myself. So I feel like when I was accomplishing these dreams of mine from when I was younger, it just gives me a sense of pride, which now goes into my passion of the thing that I'm doing, and it just elevates my energy for it. Yeah, because like as I was saying, from a young age, I've always wanted to be in the medical field because of Ugok. So now me being in nursing, I'm so excited. I literally, whenever I walk into the wards, whenever I walk into the hospitals, I get so excited. I even end up remembering patients' names. I remember the things that they do. I'll laugh with them, talk with them. It just fills me with a sense of pride knowing that that little girl back then is living her current dream right now. So
Wow.
yeah, that really drives me.
So ke ngoku, the clothing, the sewing, the creative side of you, obviously maybe it can be an escape. Because for instance, I have a job, I have a day job, you know, but then ke ngoku, I've got this platform. I've had an acting gig here and there. I wrote the children's book last year. Actually, I published it, and I do a little bit of emceeing on the side. So these little these creative sparks, and then these activities obviously can be an escape. Some other people jog, other people DJ, other people play sports legit like Sunday league sports. But you know, tell me when about you, the sewing, the creative side, creating clothing for people. Is that something that's on the back burner for now, or is it something you've buried, like you did it, it's done, dusted, it's left behind? You don't feel like it's a waste. It is something, or is it something you're gonna go back to at some stage?
It's something that I do want to go back to at some stage because it does allow me to express myself, and like making these clothes just makes me feel as if I'm living another part of me. Like I'm getting to show people what's inside of me, what's inside of my mind, how I perceive the world. So it's something that I still want to do. So I'm hoping that after my nursing career or after just my studies with nursing, I can go back and dive deeper into the design and fashion industry.
So Ngoku, man, it's so crazy because if people don't understand when you watch someone grow, they don't ever grow up. You understand? So to me, because you've got so long in front of you, there's such a lot of ground that you still need to cover in terms of Mvaba knowing herself. I mean, there's not enough time to cover that part alone. Because with all these achievements that you're about to enjoy and you're about to break ground, obviously, and that's just you getting a kickstart of Ubombako. And yet there's so much to put icing over because you're baking so much the layers of a cake yako, and there's so much to put icing over. It excites me Ngoku, as someone, like I said, who has watched you legitimately and literally grow, swimming classes on Saturday and everything. So what I want to know is, as a child of the Eastern Cape, obviously you spent your entire childhood in Gauteng, and now for the first time in your life, actually, you're outside of Gauteng for the long term.
Yeah.
But what is the goal, Ngoku? Like, obviously, I'm not going to ask you about giving back because you still need to give to yourself, girl. But what is the ultimate goal? You know, the nursing and everything. Going back to Gauteng, doing what's the goal for the next 2 to 3 years, Ngoku?
These after my studies or during my studies?
Well, I mean, like from ending this conversation up to about 2025, 26, you know, where do you see yourself?
I hope to see myself in Cape Town. Like I've always wanted to study there or just live there. And I hope to complete my ComServe years in Cape Town. Because wait, it's 2023, 4, 5, 6. So I hope to be doing my ComServe year in Cape Town, helping down there, enjoying my life. And yeah, just learning more experiences, growing with the people there, seeing the different sides of the cultures there in Cape Town. Because most is not just those are people there. There's many other cultures. So I hope I can experience them all, learn a little, use my history with French just to create new networks, create new friendships that can help me grow as a person. So I hope that in the next 2-3 years I'm able to do this. Yeah.
How many languages do you speak, Ngoku?
Fluently or just like I can speak them.
Well, I mean, obviously, if like just Xhosa now and it's just the challenge would be to carry a full-blown conversation in isiXhosa. Otherwise, okay, like you're working on that. You told me you're working on that. But
Yeah, I'm
so
working.
including isiXhosa, because ungumntana wesiXhosa ke at the end of the day, ungumntana wabantu abangamaXhosa abaziqhenyayo ngoba ngamaXhosa. But so isiXhosa, it's English.
It's Xhosa, English, Afrikaans, a bit of Tswana, French, Korean.
Wow.
And right now I'm learning, like I want to learn Yoruba. Like I've noticed a lot of people here speak Yoruba.
Yeah. I think when you were learning, was it French when you were in PE, you were about what, 16, 17 at the time? Yeah?
16, yeah.
Remarkable. So I mean that's huge, because that's a huge task to carry. I mean, you know, nursing, you're creative on the side, and then obviously you're carrying the skill because you're cultivating it by learning the languages. At the age of, okay, I mean, it's before your 21st birthday, you've done this much. If I asked you, Uze, up at Eastern Cape, Andy, I've got 5 girls who want to understand, but before the age of 21, Mvaba, what does humility mean to you in terms of building the perfect 21-year-old up at Eastern Cape?
Oh, okay. That's a very good question. Like, yo, let me sit and think about this properly. For girls in the Eastern Cape, I can say be true to yourself and your morals.
Yeah.
Because as you grow, times changes, influences change, but be true to yourself. What you've learned at home, please keep that with you in your heart and mind. That is something that will help you understand yourself. I can, as you've seen me grow up, you've seen me change, and you've seen the times change. I can say that I have fallen victim to some influences, and that is something not like bad influences, just influences that I've seen and fallen into. And I can say that I do regret it. So that is something I want to push. Like, please do stick to your morals, stick to your home rules, just stick to your being your true self. If other people make fun of you, they're just making fun of you. That's life. You, at the end of the day, can look back and be proud of yourself and be like, wow, I stuck up for myself. I was strong in my morals and beliefs. I was that's all I can say.
So can we, well, first of all, that's a very good answer, not because I've decided it's a good answer, but because it's consistent with what I know you were being taught. Because funny enough, that's the same advice your mom gave me in 2004. 2004, yeah.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, yes. That's the same advice your mom gave me in 2004. I remember because she was still teaching at the time, and that's exactly what she said. And not much later than that, your uncle gave me the very same advice now, not too many years after that. He's actually very consistent with that advice, because remember, being true to yourself, despite what other truths are introduced into your life, there's no amount of money that can take over low advice layer. So it does not mean someone who's well off, or someone who's poor, or someone with muscles, or someone with a little bit of weight or skinny, or whatever, no matter how they look, if they give you that advice, they are simply talking about the human element. And that's a very nice thing to say, because look, the reason I'm doing this is because province here, it needs more and more beautiful stories from within and from outside. And we need to give back in that sense. We don't have to give back monetarily, but we need to just keep on, hammering at the positivity and the positive message, and the idea that young people can make this province a province. No, they can. They don't have to constantly think about moving away forever, but we can make this a beautiful province to say develop high.
I'm from Cape, I'm a proud,
yeah, for sure, at all times. And having said that, can we look forward in the next couple of years to another launch of another line apha eKhayeni, eMdantsane? And eMdantsane, yeah, mostly.
I can say let me say yes confidently, because yes, you can look forward to another line by me, Mdanzani.
Oh man, that's awesome. Actually, that's awesome. That's awesome, Loli. Like, I won't keep you. Actually, I called you Loli online.
No, it's okay. Your family.
So what message do you have for family on this platform, because they're going to be watching this, for family, friends? What message do you have, and what promise do you have? Let's make an early New Year's resolution so that you don't get caught with, wanting to make a desperate one on the 1st of January 2024.
Mm. What I can say is doing the right thing now can help future you. So if you right now puts in the work, puts in the energy, future you will benefit. So please do try to be consistent, do hold yourself accountable, and understand that you as a person, you make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. Just admit to them and ask for help. Don't try to shoulder the world's problem on you. Don't say like, oh no, because this is happening at home, no, because of this and this and this, I must just stay strong. No, that really doesn't help you as like a person. It will negatively, I can say that it'll have a negative effect on your mental health, which then influences how you see life. So please do try to hold yourself accountable, be consistent, and ask for help when needed. You do not have to worry about what other people are doing. You do not have to worry about how the world will perceive you. No,
Fantastic.
do what is best for you, hold yourself accountable, and please be consistent with whatever you do that can better your future. And a promise that I would like to make is being consistent in my projects. Like, I remember in July, I started making a jumbo scarf, but I didn't finish it all the way. I gave it to my friend and she's now wearing it. So I want to be consistent with completing my projects, posting them, and having my family members wear them. Yeah.
Please do, because that would be so big. That would be so big, and it's so personal as well. That would be so, because for instance, Mna, I would also like to say, my promise is having someone like yourself back here on this platform again, and to end off the conversation, just to say, I myself need to actually grow this platform even more, and it's people like yourself that inspire me to continue to grow the platform. Yeah, more. But again,
thank you, but I would love to come back.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I want to thank you for your time, because you're a very hard person to get hold of, for good reason as well, because you're quite busy studying and you're quite busy, being yourself, like you said before. And I want you, Damke Loli, to just continue, please, to enjoy your youth, enjoy your beauty, and enjoy your humble spirit as well, because you are. I'm not just throwing all these superlatives and compliments your way. They are absolutely true. I'm a front row witness to all of those things, all the beautiful works that your parents did to make sure that they form this beautiful soul. And yeah, look, give out positive energy and you'll get it back as well. So just put it out there. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Enjoy yourself out there as well. Enjoy yourself out there. And
yeah,
I guess next time we talk, you'll probably be closer to your dream of being in Cape Town, and maybe we can do a live show then.
I really hope for that to happen, Kuti. And thank you for being in my life, being an active older brother, helping me, understanding me. Because I get I get our age difference. Some people is weird. But thank you so much for trying to understand me and helping me grow into the person that I am.
It is my absolute pleasure, Loli. Greatness is my thing, and I just hope to watch you become greater and greater and greater, and watch you from close or from far. Either way, the proximity I share with the family.
No, but you always be close.
Something I
treasure. Always be close.
So proud of you. So proud of you. Well, go out there and spread your wings again. Thank you so much, Loli. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.